Hi everyone, and welcome to this week's video of Roxy's Journal of Stitchery Volume 4. So I'm just going to do a quick video now to show you what I will be thinking of doing to finish off my piece. So I've still got some work to do, so I can't actually do this properly now because there's still stuff I need to do on it. Again, like my other projects, it's a work in progress. But what I thought I'd do is show you two different ways, well, there's three different ways probably that I can think of that you might like to finish your piece off. The first one I thought of is that you could actually put this on a canvas. So if you found a canvas that was the right shape, or you can even, I know here at art stores, they can make them for you in the dimensions that you need. What I essentially could do is add some extra fabric, which I'd fold around the canvas, and then you staple gun it down so it'd be really flat on a canvas. The benefits of doing it that way would be that because it's so textural, you'd be able to actually touch and feel it. The other way obviously would be to frame it, have it framed, or go to IKEA or something like that and get a frame. But the downside of that is that it will be behind glass, and your frame might sit really close to your piece of work, but like for example, some of your pieces might be quite chunky and coming off your piece. The way I think I'm going to do it is to back my piece once I'm finished. So for example, this is an old sheet, but it would go along nicely, or I could do a bit of patchworking in some red and blue and a bit of green. And I'm going to show you one where I did that. So I've shown this before on videos. This is an old piece that I did. It was a Jessie Chorley friendship quilt. Let me move this one away, treasure hunt away. So this is my Jessie Chorley, where we had 6 different panels that you stitch, and then you put them onto a random sort of wall hanging. And I'm going to just give you an idea of what I did, because this is what I think I'm going to do on my other piece. So if we just flip it over to the back, the back is mostly this fabric, but I didn't have enough of it, so I did some patching with different pieces of fabric around it. Okay, so there's actually all different pieces. Along the bottom, I added some trim. So you can see there trim, so that hangs off the bottom. So I might add some trim to mine, or some different laces. And then I just thought I'd show you around the edge. So I didn't put anything in between. If you wanted it to be a little bit thicker, you could put some quilting, like wadding, in between. What I actually did with the fabric is I folded it over, and I did machine stitch this down, but with my one, I want to do it hand stitched. And then I did some embellishment. So I've got some running stitch there in a wool, some blanket stitch, did some random embellishing, like the little crosses there. Again, we've got some blanket stitch, running stitch, sorry, you can't see that, running stitch and some crosses. And so that's how I finished it off. Along my trim, I just did a running stitch in a lavender. And then what I did on the top, now this needs stitching down because it won't stop flipping. So I actually did machine stitch this. This is just a piece of like dyed fabric that I did, Shibori dyed fabric. And the idea was that you get a piece of dowel. Now this is just a plastic dowel because this has come from a flag, but I'd get a wooden piece. And the idea is that I made like a pocket, so you could slip this all the way in, and it could go all the way until it popped out the other end. Okay, I'd make it to fit, like this one's too long. And then what you could do is you could get a string up this way and up this way, and you could hang it. You could make your string quite short. The other way that I think I'm going to do on mine, I don't want to see the dowel and the pocket at the top. So what I'm thinking of doing on my other piece, once I've done it, is I'll put some loops on the back. and the dowel can still go through it, and I can put a little hanging piece, but you won't see it from the front. So I hope that makes sense. It's only a quick description. This is very wonky. I've gone so crooked on this, but my other one will be hand stitched and it'll look a lot better. But that's kind of what I think I'm going to do to finish my piece. So I've still got some work to do. The other thing I thought you could do, instead of a piece of boring dowel, if you had a really nice stick, like a really smooth stick, like some beech driftwood or something like that, you could actually make a feature of it and have it across the top where you put loops over it to make it quite a feature, was the other way I was thinking you could do it, and that would be nice. And then you just hook your wood onto like some kind of hook on the wall to hold it. So they're the ways that I'm thinking that you could finish off your piece, frame it, stretch it around a canvas, or turn it into a wall hanging with a piece of dowel running across the back. And that's the way I think I'm going to do it. So I actually want my dowel to go all the way across my piece, because mine is long widthwise. And if I have the dowel going the whole way across, like if that was the right way, it's going to hang it nice and straight. Okay, so I did have one more treasure I was thinking of adding to my thing. I need to find it. Rach did some embroidery. I don't know if you remember Rach, but I've got some little embroideries from you. I just have to find where I put it. I know I've got it somewhere in my bedroom, just got to find it. And I was going to cut up a little bit of, not cut your embroidery up, Rach, but you embroidered a sheet for my son, and I'd always intended on cutting the little bits of embroidery out and using them in different things so that we keep them, because he doesn't need a cot sheet anymore now that he's 17. So I thought if I put, I know she's done some really cute things like little red mushrooms and things like that, which I thought would work well with my project. So I'm hoping that I'll find that. Rach has definitely said she's doing a video next week. I will probably do a video next week. I probably can. So I might just come back and show you a bit more work on what I've done. If I can find Rach's treasure, I'll show you that. And then that will be it for this project. Of course, if I finish things in 2 years' time, I'll come back and show you it done. Just like I've got my garden path still going. I've got my Christmas one from last year still going. But as I get bits and pieces done, I'll always come back and show you. The other thing I'm still working on is my wreath. Been really busy this week. We've got a big party tomorrow. It's for my birthday. So we've been really busy just doing stuff for that. So busy day tomorrow, having a big party with friends and family. And then, you know, Christmas is coming so quickly. I've got a little bit of Christmas stuff to finish off and then food to buy. But I think on Friday I might have some time to get my wreath done. I really should do it before Christmas so I can hang it on the door at least for a few days. All right, so I hope I've already seen many of you finish, but I hope you've kind of got an idea of how you'd like to finish yours. And Rachel's video, I'm not sure. I think she might be doing the dowel with the loops, so she might be showing you that in her video. And we will probably see you next week for the last episode. So thanks for watching, and I will see you again next week. Okay, bye.